Hi there. When was the last time you bought something for exactly $5? You probably can't remember, but $4.99, $9.99, $19.99. Oh yeah, that's everywhere. You see it on chips, on shoes, on phones, even cars sometimes. That little 99 sits quietly next to the price like it's nothing. But that 1 cent is one of the most powerful tools in business psychology. Today, we're pulling apart that mystery. Why do companies keep using it even after more than 100 years? And what does it say about the way your brain really works? This is the story of how one single penny rewired global business. Chapter 1. The trick that everyone sees but nobody notices. You walk into a store, you pick up a chocolate bar, it says $0.99. Something about it feels right. Cheap, simple, safe. But if it said $1, even though it's just 1 cent more, it somehow feels more expensive. Why? It's not about the money, it's about the mind. That 1 cent difference sneaks past logic and goes straight into emotion. Your brain doesn't do full math in that moment. It just reacts. And this tiny trick has a name: charm pricing. It's called that because these prices charm you into feeling good about spending. It's the most common psychological pricing trick in the world. And the weirdest part? It works almost every single time. Chapter 2. The secret inside the brain. Now, let's go deeper. How can a single cent, the smallest coin, control billion-dollar decisions? Well, your brain doesn't read numbers like a calculator. It reads them like a story. When you see $9.99, your brain starts from the left, that 9. It instantly decides, oh, this is 9 something. Your brain doesn't pause to think, wait, it's basically 10. Nope. It locks onto the 9, and everything after that, the 99, becomes background noise. This is called the left digit effect. It's a real scientific concept proven by researchers who found that when we read prices, our brains give extra weight to the first digit on the left. So even though $9.99 and $10 are almost identical, your brain feels like 1 is way cheaper. That's how a cent becomes a psychological gap. Chapter 3, the origin story, how the 99 was born. Okay, so who started this madness? To answer that, we travel back to the late 1800s. Back then, stores didn't have digital registers. Cashiers handled every payment by hand, and theft was a big problem. So some clever store owners came up with a trick. They priced goods at $0.99 instead of $1. Why? Because that forced the cashier to open the cash register to give change, and that meant they had to record the sale. No more pocketing the dollar and pretending nothing happened. So at first, 99 wasn't about psychology, it was about honesty. But something surprising happened. Customers started buying more. They said, oh, 99 cents, that's cheaper than $1. And from that moment, the penny trick wasn't just about stopping theft, it was about boosting sales. Retailers realized they'd accidentally discovered a secret weapon. Chapter 4, the science of the penny. Fast forward to the 1900s, businesses everywhere started using the trick, but they didn't yet understand why it worked. Then psychologists stepped in. They ran experiments, showed groups of people 2 prices, 1 round and 1 with cents, $4.99, and watched the results. Guess what? Most people picked the one ending in 99, even though it was almost the same. This became a science called psychological pricing. Researchers found out that people trust odd prices more. They feel like the company calculated it carefully, not just made it up. React emotionally. 99 feels like a deal. Remember it better. The brain associates 9 seconds with bargains. This isn't random. It's tested human behavior. Chapter 5, the business side. Why companies love 99. Now, let's flip the coin. From a company's point of view, pricing is everything. If lowering a price by just 1 cent can increase sales by even 2%, that's millions of dollars more a year. Companies test prices constantly. They use something called A/B testing, showing different people different prices and tracking which one gets more sales. That's why you'll see it everywhere in grocery stores, on apps, on e-commerce websites, and even on million-dollar items like cars or TVs. Because that 1 cent, that tiny discount illusion, makes you move faster. You think less, you feel it's cheap enough, and you click buy. Chapter 6, the calm before the climax, when the trick starts to fade. But here's where things get interesting. If the 99 trick always worked, why don't luxury brands use it? Why doesn't a Rolex cost $9,999.99 instead of $10,000? Because perception changes with value. When prices get bigger, people stop thinking about cents and start thinking about status and trust. A whole number, like $500 or $10,000, looks clean, confident, strong. A 99 at the end suddenly makes it look like a sale, and that cheapens the image. So, while your local store loves 99, a luxury brand avoids it like the plague. Different audiences, different psychology. That's why you'll never see a Ferrari for $299,999.99. You'll just see $300,000 because at that level, clarity sells more than cleverness. Chapter 7. The climax when you start noticing the pattern. Now, here's the part most people never reach the turning point. Once you realize how this trick works, you start seeing it everywhere. Your phone bill, your Netflix subscription, that $9.99 month tag, it's not an accident. It's the same charm pricing, just dressed up for the digital age. Even app stores use it because people are more likely to buy an app for $0.99 than $1. Like Pocket Change, but multiply that by millions of downloads and you see how powerful that cent really is. That's the climax. You realize the trick never stopped, it just moved online. Chapter 8, the payoff, what it teaches you about yourself. Here's where we slow down. The 99 is more than a business trick. It's a mirror showing how humans really think. We don't make logical decisions about money. We make emotional ones. We feel smarter when we save. Even if it's 1 cent, we feel safer when prices end in 9. We feel like we're in control when in reality we're being guided. That's not manipulation, it's design. But now that you know it, you can take back control. Chapter 9, how to outsmart the 99. Here's how to break free from the trick in simple steps. Number 1, round up instantly. See $19.99? Say, that's $20. Train your brain to close the illusion gap. Number 2, focus on total cost. Companies use 99 to make you forget about taxes, shipping, or tips. Always check the final number. Number 3, ask the big question. Would I buy this if it was 1 cent more? If your answer is no, the price tag tricked you. Number 4, spot the brand's intention. Discount stores use 99 to look cheap. Luxury brands avoid it to look premium. Once you notice which one you're looking at, you see what the brand wants you to feel. Now, that's real power. Chapter 10, the story in a nutshell. Let's recap the full arc of this penny story. It started as a way to stop cashiers from stealing. It became the most effective marketing trick in history. It still shapes how you spend money every single day. But the real lesson isn't about cents, it's about sense. It's about understanding how small details, a penny, a color, a word, can quietly shape the choices you make. That's what schools don't teach and what businesses quietly rely on. Chapter 11, around the world, how cultures use it differently. You might be surprised, not every country uses 99. In Japan, round numbers like 100 or 1,000 yen are seen as trustworthy. In Europe, you'll still find 99, but sometimes 95 or 90 is preferred, just enough to look like a discount. In India, some shops go for 49 or 99 because 9 is seen as lucky, not just cheap. Different reasons, same outcome. It's still psychology, just flavored with culture. Chapter 12, the future of the penny. Here's a wild question. What happens when we go cashless? When everything's digital, tap, click, done, will 99 still matter? Turns out, yes, because even if the cent disappears from coins, it still lives in the code. App developers, marketers, streaming platforms, they all still use 9M prices because the psychology doesn't fade. Whether it's $9.99 or 999 or €4.99, it feels the same. So the 99 might be tiny, but it's immortal. Chapter 13, the bigger lesson. Every price tells a story. Next time you're shopping, slow down. Look at the tag. Ask yourself, why did they choose this exact number? Because every price is a conversation between you and the seller. They're not just telling you how much it costs, they're telling you how they want you to feel. And when you can read that language, you start seeing the invisible game behind every transaction. Chapter 14, the real ending, the power of 1 cent. So here's the payoff. The next time you pick up something that says $4.99, remember this. That penny is not a number. It's a story built over a century, designed to play with your feelings, perfected by psychologists, and powered by human habit. You can't change how businesses price things, but you can change how you see them. That's real financial intelligence, not math awareness. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.